What do you think what do you think are some of the common misconceptions about the spiritual journey?
Um, that it's superficial,
Mm,
because when things become very trendy and popular, people misconstrue what the initial concept was. And when it comes to the spiritual path, people gravitate toward different parts. And what gets highlighted the most in mainstream venues is just, the surface level of things, the aesthetic, the kind of clothes, the crystals, the candles and incense. And I think that people and basic level astrology and just everything that people can dive into on the most like simple level that requires the least work on their part.
mm,
It's still relying on external things. And so I think that what people really get hung up on is, again, the external um, tools that can help on a spiritual path, but are not necessary to be on a spiritual path. Because something that you learn from living the experience is that everything comes from within.
mm.
You can have all the tools in the world, but if you're not willing to do the work from the inside out, it doesn't matter what you have on or what external tools to you that you use.
Mm. I feel like that's well put. I would definitely agree. And I feel like it's crazy because people will either go on the basic level or they'll go to the extreme level where it's like they done skipped over all the small things. Like now they're doing love spells. Now they're doing all types of rituals and stuff. And it's like you rarely ever hear anybody talk about anything related to like transformation or working on yourself because it's
Exactly.
evident that we all have these problems. You can see it in our conversations, the things that we watch, what we're interested in. It's evident that we all got these problems, and it's like, why is no one ever talking about working on them? It's like, everything is just we go into the fifth dimension. There's a big shift. There's a new portal every week,
Like,
and it's like every week there's a new portal,
exactly,
and we're
exactly.
always going through it. But it's like nobody is changing and nobody's life is changing. I'm not hearing people tell me, "Oh, I was homeless one day and now I'm a millionaire." I'm not hearing none of those stories. So it's always like I think we kind of definitely could get too caught up in the aesthetic part, and a lot of times I feel like people will miss certain messages because they're looking for like, okay, he has locks, he has a turban, and he has a crystal. So
Right,
he,
right.
if he doesn't look like that, then he probably, maybe someone I'm not supposed to be talking to or something. And you gotta be careful with that, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know how the spirit is gonna send you a message. Could be a homeless man, could be a dude who dressed like he was on an episode of Power or something. You never know. And
Yeah.
they could be the person who came to drop some serious jewels, but you're just waiting for that aesthetic. And as we keep going into it, because the next question is,